25.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. Touchdown! Chris Godwin.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bucs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Here we go. It's in the air.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 18. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first. The Niners at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find it.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
First down, here's White. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 13. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bucs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing. Disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to lead to... On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Yo, blue.
To throw, it's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down,
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On second down, here's Fournette. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now again,
Creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
in need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
He's brought down at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard gain.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he stopped immediately there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Finding space at the 40. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there.
his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Rail. 22 needle.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down.
Ready?
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Fly blue.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his...
Now he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
Let's go. 10 seconds.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Simple drag route here. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 32 yards.
And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On play action, they'll throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Niners are right back in this football game. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From midfield, here's Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Black Ultra.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Again, McCaffrey. And once again, he's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Lance going to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Double 38.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through.
if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Niners are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more, plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were up there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
42 yards on the ground for him so far. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw, it's Lance. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Set, ready. 10 cycles.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lance back to throw.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Now Lance.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Connects with Peoples-Jones.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw again. And a catch right side by Evans.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be a hot time